This is a quick breakdown of the Portfolio Hedger market indicator, giving you some case study example of that, right? Of a couple case studies of using it in real time. The Portfolio Hedger is very much something that is utilized on a long-term basis. So it's tracking underlying volatility of really anything, and that's one of the most powerful things is to be able to measure volatility and the potential of what that would mean, right? And warning you about that across multiple asset sectors. Typically, volatility you only see measured for the primary major indexes. This has been built based on Samantha's proprietary formula across all ETFs for any sector. So we have the options data and we're able to create this. What this does is it gives you a kind of real time, twice a day perspective of, is there trouble like in the options market brewing as it relates to the underlying securities, or is there, kind of coast is clear environment. Options players will always drive a lot of the flows, especially nowadays as the options market has gotten larger than the actual underlying stock market. Let's look at IWM as an example. It was negative, from there. I shouldn't say negative. It was bearish, right? So it was giving some impending volatility up until the 13th, and you saw that the price really much matched where the volatility was sitting at midday 13th. Changed immediately and spiked. You could see that the risk on took hold, flipped, immediately spikes, comes back, and then comes back down, and you could see that that immediately gave you a not all clear reading, right here around the 14th. Same next day, right, and then came right back, and came back down here. Price kind of meandered around, and then price ended up reconnecting down here. This is a very good example because typically this stuff is not this fluid, right, where this is changing so dramatically in a short period of time. However, the Russell's been very, very volatile the last, I'd say, 40 days. And it's especially the last 2 weeks where we're sitting here looking on 4/22, 2021. So it's 22nd of April. This gives you an idea of how sensitive this is and really helping you kind of get an idea of the market changes. We're looking at a lot of oscillation in the market right now. And so we could be looking at a pending trend change to the downside. That's not 100% guaranteed, but this much volatility in this short period of compressed time can tend to lead to larger periods of volatility. This is checking that twice a day and giving you an alert, right? It's humanly not possible to do that, right? To check all the different stocks volatility as it relates to maybe being in it or being out of it. When you get a consistent all clear, it's pretty easy to buy and hold in those environments, right? Historically, especially using this metric that is this indicator is built off of. When you see it not all clear and volatility begins to really take hold, then all bets are off, right? And this gives you that clear warning, right? Right now you're seeing a lot of neutral readings, right? So it's neutral, not bullish, neutral, not really bearish, but it's oscillating a lot. This could be a pending trend change. So you're either going to want to look for it all clear here, or you're going to look for a total risk off, right? Where it's where the notification comes out from the indicator from Samantha. So all this is automated. You can apply it to more than 300 ETFs. As long as the ETF has some underlying options activity, which most do nowadays, we're able to track this. As long as the stocks in the underlying ETF are liquid and are trading, then the ETF can get traction. So this is a very, very powerful indicator that tracks what really amounts to about 5,000 different stocks. Okay, so you should totally utilize this. It's found in the Big Tech Marketplace. Quick, easy download on the mobile app, or you can use it on the web. And then you've got the alerts that come off of the actual changes in bearish, bullish, neutral settings. And you can also see this as it relates to the price chart, because sometimes you can even front run the overlay. So great tool, very, very, very powerful. Govern a broad basket of stocks. So we highly recommend it. Obviously, we're biased, but it's a very, very very useful tool for portfolio hedging.